folks, I'm hosting Commissioner Tom Anderson, welcoming you back to Weekly Whiffs. And we're halfway through the season, All-Star break is right upon us now, and I'm going to go over the top 3 moments from last Sunday's games. Starting off at number 3, the very, very poor Gators finally get a W on the mound thanks to the 3 added free agents that they added in the previous week. And yeah, many people thought it would never happen to get their second win, but they managed to pull it off somehow. Moving on to number 2. This is during the River Cats Gators game, and the River Cats had 3 chances to record this one last out, and it's probably one of the most bizarre plays we've ever seen. They missed the out at first and at second, but they managed to get the out at home. And yeah, it was a pretty great play by the River Cats, and just very interesting. And number 1 moment from last Sunday, back to the River Cats again, back against the wall against the new and improved Gators at the time, and John Anderson hits a walk-off. This is a huge win for the River Cats, even though you can't tell by their reaction, but it was a huge game, and River Cats came out on top thanks to John Anderson. And I just want to remind everyone that All-Star festivities begin tomorrow at 12:45. We'll probably start playing the All-Star game around 1. And yeah, I hope to see everyone there. And after the All-Star game, the home run derby will take place. Everyone knows that it's $5 per person, and the winner takes all money. And it's always a fun time, and a lot of memories are made. I'm sure everyone remembers Eric Morrissey won last year, and I won the year before. And it's always a lot of fun, and it's a tiring day, but it's completely worth it. And that's about it for me. I'm going to head over to my colleague now, Dan Anderson, with the Inside Scoop. Dan?
Hello folks, I'm VP Dan Anderson, and this is the Inside Scoop. Alright, to start off, we have the All-Star break festivities tomorrow, and the All-Star game starts 12:45 tomorrow. It's going to be Team Anderson versus Team Hamlin. It's 8 versus 8. And the home run derby will immediately follow. It's a $5 entry fee, and winner takes all. Also in breaking news, the Gators have changed to the Biscuits. That's right folks, you heard it right, the Biscuits. Then trying to breathe new life into the team by dropping rookie Matt Morrow and adding 2 rookies, Matt Russell and Brian Quintadamo, as well as veteran Matt Bubbles Berthium. Okay, so the standings as of the All-Star break, you got the Lemurs at 9-1, you got the Cubs at 6-4, you got the Rhinos, the Warriors, and the River Cats all at 4-6, and you got the Biscuits at 2-8. You know, we're off to a better start here now, so bring your biscuits in the gravy. Alright folks, that's all for the Inside Scoop. I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, Dan, and hello, PWO Universe. This is Across the League, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Eric Weir. We're at the halfway point of the season. What's your big surprise so far?
Big surprise that the Lemurs have only lost 1 game. Like, I know the Lemurs usually always top form, but 1 game, and it's the Rhinos. So, I don't know, I'm just kind of expecting at least 1 or 2 more L's there. I wasn't expecting them to not be the 1 seed, but they're pretty close to perfect so far.
I expected them to be a little more human, but my big surprise is actually like how the bottom half of the league is so close. Like between me, you, and the Rhinos, we're all 4-6, and then it's still anybody's ball game really. I mean, the freaking newly named Biscuits at 2-8 could still catch a team and be a 5 or maybe even a 4 seed because it's so close down at the bottom.
Yeah, and to whoever started the rumor that the Biscuits will steal the Warriors' playoff spot.
I don't really give a shit about the team name change. You know, I didn't really like the Gators name to begin with anyway. We're not here to worry about our team name, we're here to get wins, so let's do it!
I don't really like the team name. I mean, anything's better than the Gators. But hopefully the team name change will put us in the right direction to make the playoffs and beat the fucking Warriors. Fuck them.
Fuck off. Not happening.
With the point that you had brought up like a minute ago, can anyone catch the Lemurs, do you think?
If anyone, it's going to have to be the Cubs, and they're going to have to go streaking for a while. And the Lemurs are going to have to either implode against some mediocre, or just have a mediocre performance, or I don't know. But I don't see anyone getting within 2 games. But if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be the Cubs, and they're going to have to start getting hot, or else no one's going to catch them.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to catch the Lemurs. They're 9-1. We don't have to hear about that stupid undefeated season crap anymore, but they could easily be 17-3.
Yeah.
The way they're going, I mean, freaking Weldon's been hot, Tom's been hitting lights out, I mean. And then just even Fahey and freaking Bobby now, and even Champagne has showed up on some occasions.
Yeah.
They're a pretty balanced team, and it's going to be tough to beat them. But with that being said, at the halfway point, who's your MVP right now?
MVP. I haven't really looked at a lot of stats, but I'm probably going to have to put in Tom just for the sake of the matter that he's been pretty dominant at the plate, because he's always been known for his pitching, but this year I think he's really picking it up with a bat, and I think he is pretty much all. Is he leading the league in RBIs? Or it's
He's
close
pretty
to it.
close, yeah, if he's not.
He's like 13 or 14 dingers, and it's just nuts.
Yeah, at the halfway point, my MVP right now is Connor Scully. I mean, that's going to change now that he has a Legion starting, so
Yeah.
he's not going to be there that often, so that makes me think that the Rhinos might implode. Although Zach Randall's been pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But my dark horse for MVP right now is actually Adam Weldon. I mean, he's starting to finally find his place at the plate, and he's undefeated on the mound, so.
I didn't realize that he hasn't lost at all.
He's 6-0, and that leads me into my next point, actually.
Cy Young.
My mid-season Cy Young is
Yeah,
Adam
I
Weldon.
would talk about Weldon automatically at this point.
Yeah, it's not even close. Nobody's close. Nobody's near him. I mean, Tom's 2-1 on the mound, and Dylan might have 2 or 3 wins, but that's about it. Like,
But even so, the numbers just. What's Tom's and Weldon's ERA? They're not over 3.
Weldon's under 3. Tom's like 5.44.
Dylan's is 7, 8. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not even close for the Cy Young right now. Oregon's got that wrapped up unless he implodes.
Yeah, I think he can keep it going. I could easily see Weldon freaking setting a new record of being like freaking 11-0 on the mound. So, but Rookie of the Year mid-season.
I was gonna go Gannon. No bias, but he has really been kind of special to my club so far because, like, yeah, he can pitch. But recently, the past few weeks, he's been pretty good at the plate. He has a couple dingers, a couple important RBIs where it counts. He didn't show up last week, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm still pleased with his input. So
I agree with you there. I think Gannon is the pure favorite right now. I mean, he means a lot more to your team than Champagne means to the Lemurs, in my opinion. But then there's also Matt Russell and Ryan Quintana. They might be a dark horse.
a little too early to tell right now.
Yeah,
But
we've still got 10 games to go, so it'll be interesting. But right now, it's definitely Gannon. Alrighty, so the Gators are no longer. They're now the Biscuits. Well, you have anything to say about that?
Other than the comical name change, it's almost like the Wahoos all over again, but not as weird. But other than the name, well, Nate revamped this entire team. Like, there's so many new names and around the core, Dan and Joey, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a brand new team. So I mean, I agree with the name change, maybe not the name change he chose, but it was a good direction. The Gators wasn't really his thing. Plus Bobby fucked everyone. So.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I feel like the Gators needed a name change. Whether the Biscuits is an interesting name, but we actually have some footage about what the veterans on the team had to say about the name change. That also brings me to my next point. Do you think they could come alive and earn a playoff berth?
It really depends, because from what I know, Brian Guadamo is pretty good at the plate and in the field, but whether he can pick it up on the mound for them is a big thing because that's what they really need at this point is pitching. And Nate's always been a decent pitcher, but whether he can really pull up and either fill the number 1 spot or have Russell, Bubbles, or Q do that is a really big question because if they can, it's a huge thing for them. That can definitely boost their chances to beat out someone and make playoffs.
Well, that's the thing with the Biscuits is like pretty much everyone on their team can pitch, and in my opinion, right now, I think the ace of the team has to be Matt Berthew. And then second in line, it's either going to be Russell or Joey if he's on, or even Dan.
Yeah.
Just, he needs fielding behind him, that's the only thing. Alrighty, so tomorrow's the All-Star game, and overall, both teams are pretty even.
Yeah, I don't see any real disadvantage. It's pretty solid as far as the draft went.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun, and then, as always, we're going to do the Home Run Derby. You have a favorite going into the Home Run Derby?
If Emo shows up and plays again, I see him win it again. Just because it was not even close last year.
My favorite's going to be Tom. I mean, he's been in the last two Derby finals. He's always been a top of the
Yeah.
line. I mean, that friggin' uppercut swing is a thing of beauty, so it all depends on who's pitching for him. I don't know any of the pitchers for any of the people. I don't even know if anyone's announced if they were going to be doing the Home Run Derby yet. But
I'm having Cook come and pitch for me, so.
cool. With that being said, we'll see you all Friday and for the All-Star festivities. And until next week, we'll take it easy.
Thank you all for watching. I'm your host and commissioner, Tom Anderson. And like I said earlier in the show, tomorrow, 12:45, All-Star festivities, and we will not be playing this Sunday due to the All-Star break and Father's Day. So enjoy the weekend, enjoy the off day, and yeah. And if you haven't seen by now, the PWL documentary has been announced and shown across social media and stuff like that. And we've actually been getting a lot of attention, a lot of buzz from other leagues and just players around Auburn. Not just players, but older people too. And it's very nice to know that like there's people out there that actually support what we do. And yeah, just keep sharing the video, and yeah, we'll keep making a name for ourselves. But for now, I'm gonna sign off. I'm Tom Anderson. Have a great day. Thank you all. Fuck. It's fucking fun. Thank you all for watching. I'm your host and commissioner, Tom Anderson.
Fuck.